I'm Ryan Green.
And I'm Zach Taylor.
And together we are Commander Social. And this week we are bringing you our predictions for 2020.
Regarding Commander.
Yeah, our Commander predictions for sure.
Yep.
So stick around and we're going to tell you all about what we think is going to happen in this amazing year.
Yep.
Very first prediction, it's going to be an amazing year for Commander.
Fact. Hard fact.
All right. So before we get into all this, I want to thank everyone out there in audience land. We really appreciate you. Letting us into your lives every week is the best thing you could do. But if you really wanted to help us out, you could tell a friend. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please remember to hit the like button,
the subscribe button,
and the bell for ringing notifications. Okay, so we're here in 2020 and it's January.
Yep.
Let's thank our patrons.
Yep. Thank you, patrons. Thank you for, we've been doing the Patreon for how many months now? Like 4 or 5? Some amount of time we've been doing it. And, it's been going well. We thank you for being a part of that. And it means the world to us and it really helps us out. So
yeah, a huge, tremendous shout out. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I want to shout out to our patron of the week, Frugal Brutal. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate you
so much. So it is a new month, and that brings with it a new Patreon contest.
Because we got to keep taking care of our patrons. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. So, this month we're doing 6 boosters of Theros Beyond Death.
The new hotness.
Yes, you will be getting it on a day TBD.
Well, yes, as long as you're any tier patron by the end of January 31st, you are eligible to win those 6 booster packs.
Yep. Pretty legit. I think it's going to be dope. I've seen some previews. They look good.
All right. So if you want to find us on Twitter, I'm at Green Geek.
I'm at Z4CK38.
And together we are at Commander Social. And we don't want to leave our Twitter peeps out in the cold, right?
Nope.
Indeed.
Yep. They, if you, you'll see the tweet. So if you like it, you follow us and you reply with 3 of your bestest friends, and they can be the bestest friends you listed last month. That's fine. You will be entered to win 3 boosters of Theros Beyond Death, enough to draft with. Well, for you, just you, not you and your friends, only you.
Indeed. All right. Okay. So that's going to bring us into what's going on in your personal life, Zach.
Not much, man. We're wrapping up the holiday season. So I was at home with my mom in a town that I will not say because I don't want people to know where my mom lives. But I hung out there all weekend. It was pretty good. Did the Christmas stuff, saw my nieces and nephews, hung out, ate some good food, had some tamales. They were super good.
I do love a tamale.
Yeah, they were homemade.
Oh,
super
the
good.
best.
For real. So Ryan, what's been going on with you, man?
All right. Well, it's time for your hashtag Mtg Dad Moment this week. And this is a fun one. So my kids got like a pretend kitchen or a kitchen play set for Christmas. And this is literally verbatim the way this went down. This is for my daughter, Veronica. So she said it's cow butter. And she, held up this little thing here. And I said, oh.
For those at home, there's a cow on it.
Yeah, exactly. And I said, oh, that's my favorite kind of butter. And then she said, no, it's not for you. It's not for people. It's only for cows. And I was like, okay, all right. You know what? I guess I should not have any of this butter. But I did think that was really cute because, there is a cow on it. And that was like, oh, yeah, all products have like labels on them, of like who uses them, right?
Right. I mean,
like our podcast just has like a little picture of like a really cool person on it, know?
Yeah. All right. So that brings us to another thing we do every episode, and that's thank Mike Condon. He's a gentleman and a scholar and a gentleman. Thanks, Mike. Mike is our silent partner, but he does so much. He edits the audio, or he works on the audio and processes it and masters it and whatnot. And, we also, he does that, but we also want to thank him for one other thing. Want to thank him for the pancake robot.
Yeah. Buttermilk blueberry chocolate chip. The pancake robot is coming to town.
All the pancakes you can eat.
That is true. So thank you for the pancake robot, Mike.
Word.
All right. Okay. So that's going to move us right on into a segment we like to call Commander Rules. So on Commander Rules, we like to take a deep dive into the comprehensive rules of Magic the Gathering, and I'm going to read one out here, Zach, and we're going to you're going to let us know how it hits you, and audience at home, you can play along. Okay.
I'm stroking my beard.
So this week's rule is 106.4.
Okay.
And it says, when an effect instructs a player to add mana, that mana goes into the player's mana pool.
Word.
From there, it can be used to pay costs immediately, or it can stay in the player's mana pool as unspent mana.
Word.
Each player's mana pool empties at the end of each step and phase, and the player is said to lose this mana.
Yep.
Cards with mana, or cards with abilities that produce mana or refer to unspent mana, have received errata in the Oracle card reference to no longer explicitly refer to the mana pool. Did you know that?
Wait, so it doesn't refer to the mana pool anymore?
That is correct.
Yeah, that seems right based on card wording. I don't think I specifically knew that, but I noticed the change because some of them cards say add this to your mana pool.
Yeah, Mana World just says tap, add green.
Yeah.
It doesn't say to your mana pool anymore.
Right. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that because to me, when I was playing, when I was younger, I would think of this kind of of a bird bath.
Okay. All right.
With
yeah. Okay. I can see it.
A drain in it, right? In the middle. And, I would tap my land and it would put my mana into the mana bird bath pool.
Yeah, and then the birds were just chilling out, drinking some island water.
Yeah, no, I didn't really think about bird, but I think of this pedestal is this magical pedestal, right, where this mana gets dumped in it. But then if it hits the end of the phase, that drain just drains it all out and it goes away if you haven't used it already.
Yeah, and there's no longer mana burn either.
Yeah, thank gosh. Yeah, that was a serious concern back in the day.
Okay, so there's a couple more. There's two little sub bullets here. And I think they're kind of interesting because I didn't know this. Now,
okay.
I think I actually do this, but I didn't realize there was a rule covering it. So
you forgot to pull the drain on your mana pool?
No. It's separate from that one I just read.
Oh, okay.
But I read that to set it up.
Oh.
Okay.
So deeper.
106.4a.
Oh.
If any mana remains in a player's mana pool after mana is spent to pay a cost, that player announces what mana is still there. Did you know that?
I mean, I do that.
I do too.
But I know this says you have to.
That's the whole of 106.4a.
Yeah.
You must say it.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
106.4b. If a player passes priority while there's mana in their mana pool, that player announces what mana is there.
Seems right.
Yeah. So I didn't realize those were rules, and I think that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that those are specific rules. I mean. It makes sense, right? Because that's why, when I add a bunch of mana to my mana pool, right? I say, well, if I add 3 green and a black, I'm using the black and 3 green and 2 of the green, so I have a green left. And I always say it, but I didn't know there was a rule saying you had to say it. I did it just as
so. For example, if you tapped black, blue, and you played for Xyz Arena,
yeah,
do you have blue left over or do you have black left over? You have to announce it.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's so that, basically it's the same thing as having a land up, kind of, right? So if you have a land that's not tapped, your opponents get to know what theoretically you could do at instant speed.
Yeah, it's basically helping maintain the board state.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So I don't know, I just thought it was really interesting.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. Yeah, I didn't know it was a rule, something that we do for sure, but that's pretty cool. I like it. Let's stamp of approval for legit.
All right. Okay. So yeah, folks out there, did you know that? I didn't, but it'd be really interesting to hear if you did. So, all right, that's going to move us right on into our main topic, which is our 2020 predictions for Commander.
Would you say that they were A1 bold?
Actually, we tried to stay slightly away from that this time, although there's a few bold ones in there.
So it's just A1.
Yeah. They're just normal A1 predictions.
Word. Okay.
Okay. So before we get into what the predictions are, we should kind of lay out what we know, right? Because we've already gotten a ton of information about Commander in the year 2020.
Right.
And actually, there's an amazing video out there that was made by Wizards of the Coast and Jimmy and Josh from Command Zone. And I've watched it a couple of times, and it was a really good video. So we should add it to the show notes here and link to it.
Yep. We'll put a link to it in the YouTube
footer as well.
Yeah.
And there's a link to an article as well by Gavin.
Yep.
So there's a whole bunch of information, basically. That's what I'm trying to get across here. And I think that's just making me really excited for this year for some reason. I guess because, more toys are coming.
Fact.
But okay. And Christmas just happened. Okay.
Right.
So let's break it down, Zach. What do we know?
So we know that the Commander 2020, there's going to be 5 decks.
Not 4.
Not 4, 5. Back to the old style. There's going to be 71 brand new cards spread across these 5 decks. So that's a number. One of them's gonna
That is a number.
Yeah, one of them's gonna have one more brand new card than the other 4.
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows how that's gonna break down?
Yeah, no idea.
Could be crazy. One might have
one might have 70 and one might have 1. And then the
others
other
have
3, none.
Yeah, that seems very unlikely.
Yeah, it seems unlikely too. So these are gonna be tied to the set Ikoria, Lair of Behemoths, which sounds pretty legit to me.
I mean, I do like a good behemoth.
Word. How do you like your behemoth cooked?
Well, I like my behemoth steaks like medium rare.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. Yeah, medium rare.
You know, every time I hear behemoth, I think of like the original monster from like Final Fantasy. Like behemoths were always like these really scary monsters like towards the end of the games.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just out there for all of you folks in audience land. If you have that same experience as I do. Or maybe you think about something else completely different.
I think about Megalodons.
All right, okay, like Lapras.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so they're going to come out with Ikoria on April 21st.
24th,
yes. And apparently there is going to be a casual play event with these, like a pre-release sort of thing.
This is exciting.
Yeah.
Right? Like, okay, so
it's like
Commander is a huge part of the casual game, right?
Is, yeah. It's like a Commander party in everybody's town, right? like that we did in Vegas last year when you were watching this. Not last year as we were recording this.
It's totally January right now. What are you talking about, Zach?
My bad. We don't have a 10-day turnaround time. So turnaround times, wow. So yeah, I think that's cool. Like it makes me want to go to a pre-release to play Commander.
I mean, we always like to go to the pre-releases, but like getting to go play Commander at a pre-release, that's dope. A big deal.
Yeah, that's hella dope, fam.
Absolutely. I'm super excited about that.
I am. So like, do you think you'll get to, it'll probably just be casual. You just play whichever one you want, probably.
I have no idea.
Like you get to trade around. Like, I don't know. There's probably, I don't know. We'll find out more closer to April, probably in March. So, all the new cards are set in the world of Ikoria or the plane. The reprints, however, can be from anywhere. Most of them, I'm thinking probably Dominaria Phyrexiasaur situation. So, also, these 71 new cards, you know where you can't get them?
In boosters near you.
I was going to say that, but yeah, not in boosters. So, Ryan, do you want to talk about the other Commander decks?
Yeah, so that is the actual official Commander 2020 products, right?
Yep.
The 5 new huge decks with all the new reprints. We are going to get 2 new decks with the release of Zendikar Rising, and there's going to be 3 new cards per deck. Supposedly or likely, that's going to be like the 3, like the lead singer and the 2 backup singers, right?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping one of them is an Eldrazi.
All right. Okay, cool. You know what? We have some predictions like that a little bit later.
Do we?
Or at least I have one.
Did you?
But yeah, you know what? Let's officially say we're predicting the 3 new cards are going to be the face characters of the decks, right?
And at least 3 of them are going to be Eldrazi.
I'm not going to go that far.
I will for the listeners.
For the boldness.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
The heartburn.
So up next, we've got the Commander Collection Green. Right, this was also talked about in that video, right?
Yeah, it was, and it's so weird they're spelling it Grene.
Yeah, just like me. That's how you spell it.
M-E?
No, I-T. It. That's how you spell it.
There's no me in team? Yes, there is.
But anyway, so the Commander Collection Green is essentially, it's kind of replacing the Spellbooks product, like
I think
Jace's Spellbook and the Gideon's Memorial, right?
Well, so is it? Did they say that? Or is this Commander's version of that?
I think it's replacing it. I don't know for sure.
Oh, at least they got Jace out first.
Yeah, I mean, like, Chandra, she got like the core set last year. Like, that's fine.
That's true. That's true.
Right?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So a core set versus what 12 or 8 reprints seems like a pretty good deal for Chandra.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know how many cards were definitely. Yeah, I mean, there was a few in there, but like I don't think it was full 8. But so what do we know about this? We know there's 2 versions. There's a regular version and a foil version, and the foil version is for like WPN premium stores,
yes.
right? Okay.
The other ones will be just for WPN stores.
Yeah. So
check the UPC.
Yes, indeed. So I don't know. I think that's interesting. I'm going to try to get my hands on a foil one if it's not super expensive.
Correct.
Because bling bling is the thing. But okay,
is that like a thing the kids are saying these days?
I mean, it's the thing I'm saying these days.
Word.
It's on fleek. So
fleek's never gonna happen, dude. Fleek's never gonna happen.
It's not.
No.
Oh, okay. So
sorry, Regina George.
I will say, stop trying to make fetch happen. Or reprints of the enemy fetches. Please keep trying to make that happen.
Please. Gosh, I want that so bad.
All right. So we know there's going to be 8 reprints in the Commander Collection Green. Right. And so since this is a prediction show, we are going to get bold here and we're going to shot call all 8 reprints. And we're not doing it secret list style like we do normally.
We collaborated.
We collaborated and we listened to each other.
Yes.
And we've got 8 cards. Well, technically 9 because we're kind of hedging a little bit here. Okay. So Zach, take the first one.
It's Court of Calling.
All right.
It's a green card.
Yeah. It's X green, green, green. And you can... Convoke, I think, is the mechanic where you can tap your creatures to pay the mana cost and you search your library for a creature and put it into play for the X value, I believe.
I believe that's correct.
I'm pretty sure I got close. So
legit.
We saw some art from the Commander collection, and one of them was, I think it's the...
It's a dude playing a harp.
Yisan. Yeah, it's Yisan playing the...
Oh, yeah, somebody playing a harp.
Harp or whatever. And maybe it's a lyre.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
Word.
But
listeners at home, let us know. Let us know.
But anyway, you can make a chord with things like that, and that's a chord, and there was animals being called in.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty safe bet on that one.
They're calling some chords or calling some animals.
Yeah.
Out of your deck.
Oh, ye son, the harp is calling some awesome creatures to come out from your deck. No,
I don't know what that is.
All right,
it was good. It was convincing.
All right, so the next one that's on, I'm going to skip ahead. We also think that Sakura Tribe Elder is going to be reprinted
for sure.
In this, and that we believe is the art, the other art that was shown. It says it's a creature from Kamigawa, although not originally from Kamigawa. That was kind of like the hint given by Gavin, and it's like this flower looking thing, but there's 4 arms on it, and Steve, Sakura Tribe Elder has 4 arms.
Do they call him Steve? I
think they do.
Okay.
I think the kids are on fleek. They're calling it Steve.
Okay, word.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Steve has 4 arms. It looks like a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, exactly. And then if you look at the flower thing in the art, you're probably gonna have to put that art up in post.
Yeah, for sure. It's fine.
But the neck of the thing has snake looking scales on it. So I think
didn't you say it had 4 arms?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think those are the 2 we think of the art.
This is the year of fours.
4 arms. Okay, so that's 2 of the 8 reprints, right?
Yes.
So now the rest of them, we don't really have a whole lot to go on, but we did pop out to edhrec.com, which is a fantastic site, and we just kind of looked at some of the more prolific green cards, and we thought, these are probably due for some reprints.
Yep.
So ZT, hit them up with the first one.
Sylvan Carroted. It's 1 in a green for a 1/2 with hexproof that you can tap to
I think it's an 0/3.
Sure.
It's got Defender.
And hexproof.
Yeah.
I knew it had hexproof.
Yeah, word.
And I knew it was 1 in a green.
Word to your mother.
I knew the important bits.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we got Sylvan Carroted on the list. All right.
Do we say what Sakura Tribe Elder did?
No.
I guess I'll show it on the screen.
Word. Okay, so we've also got Cultivate and Kodama's Reach. These are both sorceries that allow you to pull a land from your deck and put it into play, and put a land from your deck into your hand.
Yep.
So we put Cultivate and Kodama's Reach in the same spot.
Yeah.
Because we think one of them will be reprinted, probably not both. And so we're hedging a little bit there, but I think one of them is probably going to be included in this product. Okay.
I think so too.
So what's the next one?
Eternal Witness.
Ye Oldie E-Wit.
It's 1 and 2 green.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, 1 green. I forgot people read them differently than I do. And it lets you bring back a card from your graveyard to your hand.
Yeah, it's a 2/1 creature. Yeah.
That too.
Exactly right. Yeah. Okay. So we think that, and then we're going to do Greater Good, and I'm not even going to read it out. I think we can kind of keep going. But I think Greater Good is, it's getting pricey, and I think this is an enchantment that could be a good target for a reprint, and it's kind of got the whole theme of green going with it's card draw what you want in Commander. So, if it's Commander Collection, you probably want some card draw in there. Yep. And it's, dealing with creatures with big power, which green likes to do. So, kind of a good on-theme card.
Yep. I think Rampaging Baloths is going to be in there because I don't know. It's just a good green value creature that does some things.
Yeah, with landfall and making a 4/4 token.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It's legit. That's legit.
And I think, let's see,
I'll go as far as to say is it's going to include 2 tokens.
Ooh, okay. All right, yeah. All right, I could totally see that. Okay. And the last one on here we've got is Beastmaster Ascension. And this is an enchantment that whenever you attack with 5 total creatures, it puts, or each time you attack with a creature, it puts a counter on it. And once you've attacked with 5 total creatures, I believe it's 5, all of your creatures get +5/+5.
Dope.
And I think it's 2 and a green, but it'll be on screen here for you. So that's a card that, again, like helps green go wide decks. And it just really speaks to the strength of green, which is big, beefy, beastie creatures. So quickly, we're going to over here, we're going to go down the list. So we got Court of Calling, Cultivate / Kodama's Reach, Eternal Witness, Sylvan Carotid, Greater Good, Beastmaster Ascension, Rampaging Baloths, and Sakura Tribe-Elder. And I think we're going to go 8 for 8. I'm pretty sure.
Like 100%. No way we don't.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Like for real.
Like when we come back and revisit this, there's not going to be any womp womp sounds in any fashion.
None whatsoever. A1 bold.
All right. So what do we got next? We're still in the stuff we know about. We aren't actually, like, we did make the predictions on that one, but we're still kind of filling in the details about what's coming out in Commander for 2020.
So this one's the biggest one, I think. Probably the most important one. Commander Legends.
I mean, it's the one I'm most excited for.
Yeah.
Oh man, I cannot wait.
It's going to be 70 brand new legends to build decks with. So that's that.
Well, over 70.
Over 70. So there could be like 71 to 800. Infinity. Yeah. Different ones. So the whole set could just be anyway. But yeah, there's going to be a bunch of new commanders. So that's going to be awesome. Hopefully they fill out some colors. Like if there's some 4-color ones, things like that, that'd be sweet.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So they're gonna come in 20 card packs with a foil and 2 legendary creatures in every single pack, guaranteed.
That's a lot of legendaries.
Yeah, it is. So like when you draft those, do you think you're gonna have to go like 20? Like, whether you think they're gonna do like 3 packs? So it's 80. So you're gonna have to pass 80 cards around.
Well, 3 packs would be 60.
I mean, 4 packs.
So it depends on if your commander deck that you make has to be 100 cards or if it has to be
50.
Because like if it's 100 cards, you probably need 4 packs.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, I did read the article that Gavin wrote about this, and he said like they nailed it, they got it tight, and that it's gonna look and play really well. And I'm excited for it because I totally trust that. And I don't know. I just like I love draft and I love commander, and this is gonna combine the two. And like the cards that you draft are going to probably be really good in Commander.
I think so too.
Like this set is for us.
Yeah,
like how good is that?
I'm pretty excited about it. Like I don't get super excited about draft a lot, but I'm excited about this. So the cards, they can be from anywhere in time and space in the multiverse, which is a little confusing because I thought time and space were the same thing, but apparently not.
Well, no. So yeah, basically like Doctor Who can get in the TARDIS.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Like, go cherry pick like characters from anywhere in the storyline.
Yeah,
even from the future. Who knows?
Right. If Jehoira's in here, I'm gonna be upset.
As long as she's not captaining the weather, like we'd be all right.
Would we? Would we? So also 2 more Commander decks are coming out with Commander Legends. Each of those is gonna have 3 new cards. 3 of which I think are going to be Eldrazi. No, I don't think so. So 6 total cards that will not be found in
booster packs.
So you're going to get those. So that's pretty much what we know about Commander. I mean, honestly, going into 2020, we know a lot more than we've known about in the past, I think.
Yeah, and it's all super exciting.
Yeah,
right?
It really is. Like this year's going to be dope.
Okay, so it's time to move on into our main topic, our 2020 predictions for Commander. And we've kind of broken them up into some groups, and we may jump around, we may not. But these are what we think is going to happen in 2020.
Yep.
And we're actually really interested to see what the folks out there think. But we're going to go ahead and start it off real strong here. I do not currently have a Selesnya or Rakdos deck in Commander. And I think that there's going to be a Selesnya or Rakdos Commander printed in 2020 that's going to like tick off the light bulb in my head and like make me really want to build around it, probably to the point where I actually physically build one of those 2 decks.
Do you really want to build a Selesnya deck?
I mean, I'll run Aura Shards.
Good point.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's going to happen. Those 2 color pairs don't typically appeal to me. I really like to have blue in my decks or black. But I mean, Rakdos has black, but I don't know. It's a thing that I think is going to happen, and I don't know why I think it. It's just a gut feeling.
Word. I think that we are going to see sanctioned 1v1 brawl tournaments, like in paper, like as a sanctionable thing for Friday Night Magics and things like that. Like, I think that we'll start to have those tournaments, and I think they'll fire and be a lot of fun. Okay,
so this is like maybe like competitive brawl, essentially.
Basically.
Okay, I think that's really cool.
Like Sea Brawl.
We'll have to start a Sea Brawl podcast.
Yep.
And if I see Brawl, I eat it. No, I guess I play it. I don't know. Like,
Brawl's pretty good.
Brawl is really fun, and if that happened, I would be enticed to give it a try.
Yeah, like I think it would be fun. Like, you know, I could see it happening on Arena or something like that. Also, like
I think that probably will happen on Arena.
Like, I don't know. I think it'd be fun. Like, I'd like to do that. Like, to me, like CEDH feels a little daunting, but Sea Brawl, that seems more my speed.
So do you think we're likely to see like more extensive bannings and like more like attention paid to the Brawl format?
I think so. I mean, I feel like they're paying pretty good attention to it as it is for Arena. You know, like things have been banned in it.
I mean, that's definitely true.
I mean, Oko and Once Upon a Time, and
I guess I'm wondering if there's going to be like a meta that comes out. You know,
I think so. Yeah, like will it be like a tournament thing that people like look for, like, you know, net deck, which is totally fine. I'd do it. But like have like sites that like keep up with decks and stuff like MTG Top 8 or whatever.
Yeah. Like, you think that?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I think it could happen. Like, I don't know. Like, I think that there's enough people that like want to play competitively like that it could happen. Like, I don't know. Maybe not. But I mean, I think so. I think it'll be fun.
I mean, I wouldn't mind living in that world.
Yeah, same.
Okay. All right. Okay. So the next one is I'll kind of jump a little bit here. I think we're going to have over 100 new commanders in 2020.
What's the over and under?
I have to set an over under.
Yeah.
I'll set the over under at 125.
For those at home, if it's 125 exactly, both of us would lose. But if it's more than 125 and I pick over, I'd get that.
Right.
And if Ryan picks under, if it's up to 124, he would get it.
Yeah, so what do you think?
Over.
Okay, all right.
Over.
I mean, okay, so I will say this. There are currently, as of the recording of this video, there are 882 current possible commanders. In 1 year, adding 100 to that is a lot. But like, if you look at it, 70 brand new legends from Commander Legends alone. Right. So are we going to get 30 more across the other sets? Like my prediction is over 100.
Well, so you take 70. We know that. So you have 5 commander decks, and each of those usually has 3 in it. So that's 15 more.
Right.
So 15. So that's 85. And then the other 4 like kind of single decks. Again, I think it's going to be the 3 cards going to be 3 commanders. So you're looking at 4 times. So that's 12. So that's 97.
I'm going to say this. It does say over 70 brand new legends. It doesn't say legendary creatures.
Oh, so you're thinking like legendary artifacts and whatnot?
Yeah, I mean, or planeswalkers, right? Like, I think there's some leeway there, right?
I think there is, but I think they mean legendary creatures.
We shall see.
We shall see in a year. I'll see you in a year when I'm winning. I don't know if you know.
This in a year when we revisit this and see how exactly completely correct we were.
Yep. So, yeah, my next one is this one's a pretty.
This one is a doozy.
Yeah, this one's a little controversial, and I think that we're gonna see planeswalkers become legal as commanders, like all planeswalkers, like unilaterally. I definitely like. Honestly, I'm kind of ambivalent. I don't care. I used to want them, and now I'm just kind of like I kind of I'm on the side of I don't think it's a good idea, but I still think we're gonna see it. Like, I think a bunch of people want it, and planeswalkers are cool, right? Like, I think
I agree. Planeswalkers are cool. They're like the face of Magic. Right?
Yep. Yeah, like
for sure.
The characters that are planeswalkers are the face of Magic. You know, your Chandras and Jaces and Vraskas and Lilianas
and Johnny's and Teferis.
Yeah, and Ashiok and whatnot and all these. But like, these characters don't have like creature cards, legendary creature cards that could be your commander. And I think as part of like trying to get new people in, these are going to be recognizable because, they've announced, a cartoon, an MMO, and all this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure.
Where you're definitely going to interact with these characters, I feel like, I think that's going to happen.
So here's what I'm going to do. My prediction is that we are not going to see that happen. So one of us will be right.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. One of us will definitely be right.
Yep, and one of us will definitely be wrong. I don't think it's going to happen. Now, I'm not saying I'm against it. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Are you for it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, because I thought we kind of landed in the same place there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be okay, but I think that Commander's so healthy right now, I don't feel like I want that kind of big change.
Yeah, because I think a lot of cards would have to get banned immediately. What's that one? Doubling season, probably. I think they would have to cultivate. They'd probably have to come out of the gate with a list of banned planeswalkers.
Yeah, they would definitely have to Kodama's reach a list of banned cards for sure.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So, this is kind of like an honorable mention, kind of sub prediction here. I think that in the 2020 Planeswalker Commander decks, they come out with Ikoria, they will have a Planeswalker Commander in them.
Ooh, all right. Okay.
So Ryan's going to be like, no, I don't think they'll have that. So one of us will be right again.
No, I'm not going to. I think that is easily possible.
Yeah, I think so. So Ryan, what's your next one?
Okay. So my next one is probably should get moved into a different category. Yeah, it should get moved into a different category. But you know what? We'll just do it here because why not? All right. I think we are going to see a tournament mode on Arena, right? Yeah. Complete with spectators and like a full like way to play a big giant tournament on Arena that's managed by the client.
Right. Like Magic Online.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think it's something that will, I don't know, it'll make Arena more fun to watch. And like when there's live events, you could like watch whichever game you wanted to watch or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I think there's a lot there.
Yeah, I think there's definitely the potential for that. So my next prediction, I feel, is a little less bold and a little more on the likely side. But I think that Magic Legends, the MMO, will be in beta by the end of this year. Like, I don't know, Ryan and I were talking about it, and you did mention they're already taking names for people to be in the beta.
And I have definitely given my name.
Same. Absolutely. So, my life is literally going to be Magic podcasting. Like all my friends are Magic podcasting, Magic MMO, playing Magic. I see an underlying theme there.
Yeah, that sounds like a good 2020 to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question. Are you willing to amend this prediction with the word open? I was
wondering if you were going to say that. Open beta? Open beta? I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think open beta is going to be spring 2021.
All right, I'm going to go bold. I'm going to disagree with you. I think the open beta is going to happen next year, but I think it's going to be towards the end of the year.
Yeah, for sure. So when do you think the closed beta will start?
I think the closed beta will start around, oh gosh, if they're taking signups now, 4 months from now, it's like April timeframe.
Yeah. So when I'm saying I think it'll come out the next year out of open beta, or
I think it will be officially released in 2021, but I think we'll have an open beta where anybody who wants to get into the beta can get in.
Yeah, towards the end of the year.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I don't know. I'm still thinking 2021 for the open beta, and then like fall, like maybe right before Christmas, kind of full release.
All right. Okay. Well, we're on record. There it is.
Yeah. And quick question. Do you think that this is going to be a free to play one, or do you think it's going to be a monthly fee?
Oh, wow. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. I think it's going to be free to play.
I do too.
I think that's how successful MMOs are these days.
Well, the free to play model definitely like seems to be working on a lot of things. So I could see it.
I mean, it's working for Arena, right?
Yeah, it is. Exactly.
So
people pay for that bling.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've definitely put money into Arena.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to like be like, here's $20, make my guy look like Jace.
You could have like a little Jace pet running around with you.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the Planeswalkers are probably going to be like quest givers.
Yeah, for sure. That's my thinking as well. All right. So Ryan and I kind of agree on this next one.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to like hedge our bets and be like, I'm going to take the other side of it.
Yeah, no.
We're both on the same team for this one.
We think that the Netflix cartoon is going to come out this year.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I think so. And actually, I'm super excited for that too.
I am too. Like, I don't know, like just getting to see like the card, like just getting to see the characters, you know, on the screen. Like, I think that's cool. I think there's a lot more they can do in animation budget wise than you could in live action.
I mean, honestly, it's the exact medium I want.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like, I like if I could pick like a live action movie, like a big blockbuster budget Magic the Gathering film or a cartoon, I think I'd pick the cartoon, honestly.
Yeah, I would too, as long as it was directed by Michael Bay.
Cartoon explosion.
No, I definitely like. I feel like it's gonna come out this year. Like, I think they've been probably already working on it for a while, and they said continuity wise, it was going to happen in the same world, but in a different continuity than the cards.
Yeah, they said it's like different canon, right?
Yeah.
So like it's the same worlds and settings and stuff, but like the stuff that happens in the cartoon does not affect the card game.
What happens in the cartoon stays in the cartoon.
Right, yeah. Like, so like if Jace gets taken out in the cartoon, not going to happen in the card game.
So what you're telling me is Dak Faden could still be alive in the cartoon?
I guess so. Yeah.
Justice for Dak.
Okay, so now we're going to move on into some more of the ones that are a little more bold, right?
Yep. We're getting bolder as the episode ruminates.
We're gonna boldly go where these predictions have never gone before.
So here's one of my bold predictions, and you can at me on Twitter about this. No, don't, please. No, don't, because I have no justification for this. I just want it.
Do at Zach.
So I think that Primeval Titan, you'll see a picture, is going to be unbanned. But not only do I think Primetime is going to be unbanned, I think that it's going to be in the Commander collection in place of Sakura Tribe Elder.
Bold. I think that is very bold.
I think that picture is a new picture of Primetime.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you know what? I guess Primetime does go get lands out your deck, and like there was like some stuff growing on the ground in front of the four-armed thing. Yeah. Does Primeval Titan have 4 arms?
Yeah. Primeval Titan has as many arms as it does hearts. 4.
All right. Okay. So my first bold one here is that I believe Monstrosity will be a returning mechanic in Ikoria. And that's a weird one, right? Because if Monstrosity was going to return, it would return in Theros, right? Because that's where it was originally from.
Yep. Correct.
But, Ikoria is the layer of behemoths, and there's something about building your own monsters in that set. There probably will be another mechanic that does that. Kind of like, I think Unstable.
Like, like the thing where it's like 2 cards become 1.
Yeah, or like
it's like that Spice Girl song, 2 become 1.
Yeah, right, exactly. Or like Meld, exactly. Gisela and Bruna, right?
Right.
Or Handweir Battlements and Handweir Garrison.
That's what I'm thinking of. Or like Big Monster.
Big furry monster. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm going to shot call Monstrosity here. It's a little bold, but you know what? I'm going to do it. Okay. So what's your next one, Zach?
The Golos Tyler's Pilgrim will be banned.
In Commander.
The Scourge of Commander will be banned.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to disagree with you here. I don't think it's going to happen.
I mean, is that just your hope?
I mean, yes. I do not want to see my Golos go away.
I mean, you could get another 5-color Commander, dude.
I could, but it's so good. Like, I don't know. I love Golos.
I think it's too good. He brings with him every time you play him half of the commander tax to replay him.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
I know.
And it's always like some awesome land like Alchemist Refuge.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like Value Town, like Magical Christmas Land. I think it's a little too Magical Christmas Land.
Here's the thing. If Golos was going to get banned, I feel like it would have already happened. Like, I don't think it's running rampant.
I don't know that you know that.
I don't, but I have a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling too. And my feeling is that
tonight's gonna be a good night
where Golos gets banned.
Nope.
you're just like, Stamp, no.
Leave my Golos alone.
Not dope. All right, so what's your next bold prediction, Ryan?
Okay, so I think we are going to see the return of Eldrazi in Commander Legends. Right, I think we're going to see,
for sure,
some Eldrazi show up there. Maybe that's not bold, but I mean, like, here's the thing: it's a draft set, right? If you have a colorless Eldrazi, it's going to be really hard to draft that deck, right? Like that.
But you know the one man who is crazy enough to try it?
Your boy ZT?
Your boy ZT.
Yeah, no, I totally believe that. But I mean, here's the thing. Like,
Annihilator, get in my deck.
No. I think we're going to see some Eldrazi in that set. Maybe not as commanders, though. Like, maybe just kind of like some of the little
creatures.
Yeah, the little tiny ones, like
skittering
Thought
ones.
Devourer, or those kind.
Displacer.
Or Thought Not Seer, yeah. Eldrazi Displacer, sure.
Man, an Eldrazi Displacer reprint would be legit. Like, I love that card. That's my second favorite white card.
I have a deck that's got Eldrazi Displacer in it.
Oh, yeah?
It's Golos the Terra's Pilgrim.
Golos the lamest pilgrim.
No, don't you take my Golos.
All I know is I've never heard of Golos in the Thanksgiving Tales. Like, did he meet like some Native Americans and like did they teach him how to farm?
Probably.
Was Golos at the first Thanksgiving?
He probably like farms 24/7. He's tireless.
You got me on that one. You got me.
All right,
okay.
So yeah, do the next part. Okay.
So we there's no it's not super bold until we predict cards that will be reprinted. Last year we got pretty close, didn't we?
One? Did we get one card?
Yeah, I got one card.
Yeah, I didn't get any.
You got none. So
super close.
So this year we know for sure we're gonna be good. So do you want to go in alternating order?
Yeah, let's do. Okay.
Right,
so these are
Ryan.
the three, like we're each gonna do three cards that we think are gonna get reprinted in the year 2020.
Yes.
And up number one on Ryan's list is Fairies Protection. This card is in dire need of a reprint. I really want more of them, and it should happen. It could happen. It's time. 2020 is the year for Teferi's Protection. I can feel it.
Word. I think that Ristic Study is numbers up. I think Ristic Study needs to be reprinted. It's a common.
Yeah.
It's only been printed once. It's like $25. It's time.
Honestly, this was very close. This was on my short list.
Yeah. How long was your short list? Like 30 cards?
No, just this one card.
Okay. or just the three that I'm going to mention?
Yeah, no, just that one.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, okay.
So what's your next one?
Next up, I believe Lightning Greaves is going to get a reprint. This card is like almost $8 again.
Really?
Yes. And
that's ridiculous.
Like, this card needs to happen. And there's a lot of places where it can get reprinted. It could be in Commander Legends. It could be in some of the precons. I think there's a really good shot that we're going to see we're going to see Lightning Greaves reprinted in Commander for 2020.
Yeah. So
I'm calling it.
I mean, that was on my short list.
Was it?
No.
How long was your short list?
0.
I thought so.
My next one is another pretty good card that's kind of pricey that I think you see a reprint. Toxic Deluge. I just think it's time.
I mean, I wouldn't be sad about that at all.
I mean, it's still like $20-something, right?
I do not know, but I know it's pricey.
It's more than I want to pay for it. I'll put it that way because I ain't got none.
And that's how you know it needs a reprint, right?
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
Like, I want that card, but it's too much. That's how we know it's time for a
price
reprint.
is just too dang high.
Yeah, right. Okay, so that's your finance tip for this week.
Hashtag
if you want it and
finance.
It's too much, it's time for
a reprint.
All right.
You know what's getting real expensive these days?
What's that?
Black Lotus. I mean, the last one that I saw, this one showed me on eBay for a beta one. It's like the price of a house and a half.
Yeah, I mean they haven't reprinted Black Lotus since like Revised or Unlimited, like 1994.
So long ago. Oh man, I don't know how many years that is from now, but it's a bunch.
A while.
Yeah.
Okay.
27,
something like that.
So what's your third one?
I'm not biting on the Zack Gambit. I'm not doing your math for you this time.
Dang it! But I always do your work for you in Commander games. You can do at least you can do is repay me with math.
Okay, so 94 would be 6 plus 20 is 26.
I was close. I was off by one.
All right, we'll go with that. Okay, so the third card that I think is going to see a reprint in 2020, enough to shot call it, is Mirari's Wake.
Boo.
3 green white for an enchantment that gives your creatures +1/+1 and doubles your lands.
Oh wait, I'm okay with that.
It gives you extra mana, right?
That is the reason I want to build a Bant deck, because I want to play that card.
Well, and see, you know what? If the Selesnya commander that I predicted earlier comes out, I'm going to put Mirari's Wake in that deck. So
yeah, that's just going to push the price up of Mirari's Wake if it doesn't get reprinted.
But it's going to get reprinted. I just told you.
Oh, that's true. My bad. they're probably going to be like, it's just going to be a special Selesnya pack. It's like sweet Selesnya commander, Mirari's Wake. Mirari's Wake's legendary, right?
It might be. Yeah, maybe.
I'm pretty sure
I know
it is.
the Mirari itself is legendary for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, the artifact itself is.
We'll show some pictures.
All right, so what's your last one?
Merciless Eviction. It's 2 black, white, white.
Or 4 black, white.
4 black, white, white.
No, just 4 black, white.
Oh.
It costs 6.
It's still okay. I said 6 originally. It was just ordered differently.
Yeah, well,
distributed differently.
Yeah. There's a total component of 4 mana that could be any color,
right?
Instead of 2.
Okay. So this card has multiple modes. I know once. And it exiles.
It does.
It's like exile all creatures, all planeswalkers, all artifacts, all enchantments.
That's correct. Yeah.
Is that all of them?
Yep.
Got there. I wasn't even reading the card. And I got the whole thing, and it's a sorcery.
and it's right here. You can see it. So like Zach definitely was not reading.
Bro,
this.
that's a poster of Wolverine. It's a poster of Wolverine, dude.
Hang in there, bub.
Hang in there.
All right, I think Merciless Eviction's a pretty good shoe, and I think that's a great card to get reprinted. It's not overly pricey.
No, it's like,
but it's also a Commander All-Star.
It is, and like honestly, it's like $4 or $5. Like I think that's too much. I think it needs to be down to like $1.50.
I was gonna say $1.50.
Were you really?
Yeah. All right.
Was that on your short list?
No.
Okay. So that brings us to our next section of bold predictions. Arena.
And that's that prediction from earlier where I said we're gonna have a spectator mode and a tournament. So that should have been here, but you know what? We did it before, and we're gonna keep.
We're gonna do it after.
Yeah. All right. So my first one, I don't typically like to do negative predictions, especially ones that I really want to come true. But I don't think we're going to see human drafting on Arena in 2020. And, you know, what I mean is drafting against other humans. I think we're going to see bots for all of 2020. And I hope I'm wrong.
I mean, I hope you're right.
Boo.
I like drafting against the bots.
I mean, I do too. But it'd be awesome to have the option.
They pass me such good rares.
These bots don't know what they got.
No, yeah, it would be cool. I would like a human draft. I hear there's another place you can do that. It's at your local game store, the Mothership.
Shout out to the Mothership. Very nice.
Yep. So this one, I believe we share.
This is a shared prediction.
Shared prediction.
We're definitely on the same team on this one.
Yep. That there will be a you'll be able to like queue Brawl like 24/7 for free. You won't have to pay like any gold or gems or whatever. Just like all the other modes on Arena. I think that's going to happen.
I think it's going to happen too. I think Brawl is becoming popular, and I think that Arena is one of the best places to play it.
For sure.
And I'll tell you, I could see one caveat to this. So maybe you still have to pay for it, but the rewards are better.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
That's my biggest problem is that like right now, and again, I don't typically go negative, but my opinion should go out there. And I think that 10,000 gold for a month of Brawl is too much.
It's a lot.
Especially when the reward is just a single rare card that you can craft anyway. Like it feels kind of bad. And I haven't given into it.
I haven't either.
I really want to though. But I'm kind of voting with my wallet here a little bit. And, so anyway, that's my take. I do believe it's going to happen. I think Brawl is really fun. I think it's amazing. I think the Arena team is amazing, and I think they're doing good work.
For sure.
So I think we are going to see that.
Yeah, and they've said straight up, like, this is the first month of what they're doing with the 10,000 gold, and they're going to keep reevaluating it. So I think that, I feel like the community is probably really spoken on this. So my Arena specific even prediction is that Historic Brawl will become a prominently played format. I think that, I don't know, I think like there'll be a community for it. I think you'll be able to go and there'll be a meta, like you were saying, for the paper brawl. There'll be like websites that have like decks you can look at and stuff like that for Historic Brawl. Like, to me, like they're bringing in all these cool historic cards. They're bringing in like
that's a good point.
They're bringing in the green white Sisse,
Captain Sisse.
Yeah, like I've seen several cards. I'm like, yeah, I love Fire Arena. I want to play with that absolutely. And I just like, I don't know. I think people are going to see that, and I think this will become like a prominently played thing too as more historic cards become available.
I was going to disagree with you on this one until you brought up the historic cards, and now I think I'm on your side.
Yeah.
You forgot me.
You forgot about the historic cards?
Yeah. I was like, no, Brawl's going to be Brawl, and maybe after another year goes by, will historic will be enough different from regular Brawl. But when they start adding, historic cards, and we've seen during the Game Awards event, we got to see Soul Ring.
Yeah.
Right. So that card can be played on Arena. It could get added in a historic. It's probably not. but it could be.
Yeah, well, what's nuts is like when they had the Elspeth versus Ashiok event, right?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because there were Moxes and there was Black Lotus and just crazy stuff. And like, that's not to say those cards would come back, but I feel like they can program that kind of thing in and they'll put some, I think the historic cards that they bring in, some of them are going to be Commander fan favorites.
I really hope so. I think that's probably true. So yeah, I think 2020 is a good year for Historic Brawl to possibly make something happen. I agree. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Changed your mind. You heard it here first. So what does all this mean? Let's ponder for a second.
All right. Tap a blue mana. It's in my pool. Cast Ponder. Draw 3 cards. Do a thing. No?
Yes.
Which one's Ponder?
I don't know.
Which cantrip is it?
I don't know. I just remember it's a cantrip, and you were like, Zach, cantrips aren't good. Are we in a cut?
No, I'm going to look up Ponder while you keep talking.
So, what this really means is we think that 2020 is going to be a hell dope fam year for Commander. Even just with what we know already, like 100% know from Gavin's interview on Command Zone with Jimmy and Josh, and with the article that he wrote, just that information is enough to say this is gonna be a great year for Commander. Any sort of cool reprint or anything like that, it's just gonna be icing on the cake. I think we're in for one of probably the best year of Commander
that's ever been.
That's ever been, and
I agree.
I think this is WotC and people like acknowledging us as a community of players that make a difference, that are a large section of the people who buy their products. And I think and Ryan, what does Ponder do?
All right, yeah, okay. So Ponder is a single blue mana for a sorcery. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, then put them back in any order. You may shuffle your library, draw a card. That's the one.
Word.
Okay, we got there.
So yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be great. I can't wait to see what WotC has for us.
Oh man, I'm so hyped for 2020.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Like, I mean, my wallet ain't happy, but my brain is super excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's gonna be good. So
tell us what you think of our predictions, right? How right were we? Right, that's the real question we want to know. I mean, honestly, hopefully, folks out there know I'm actually not that confident. Like, but I'm trying to portray it. Were we right? Were we wrong? How right were we? Those are the same thing.
I mean, I feel like it's like one of those fake it till you make it sort of situations. We just keep doing full-on confident episodes with our predictions until we just make it.
Yeah, that's definitely going to happen.
Until we become Magic the Gathering media influence shot callers. Like, I feel like we're like 2% there, maybe.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'll go with 2%. Okay. So out there in audience land, let us know what you think. What are your predictions for 2020?
Yep.
Are any of ours right? What do you think is going to happen? We're really supremely interested. So get at us on Twitter and let us know. Special thanks to our super patrons. You can check us out at patreon.com/commandersocial and join at the Your Name in Lights tier if you want to be here as well. Okay. So thank you everyone for making it this far into the episode with us. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much for listening week in and week out. It really does mean the world to us. And so until next week, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Zach.
Saying,
keep it social.